Welcome for those who are taking Module 7. Well, here I am going to explain the instructions but in a way in which you can understand. How can it be used? Also using fracturing to show a process that is can actually be used in some industry so that it can serve and make it more interactive for make a better simulation, not only using the TIA port. Here in this BDF Module 7, they will practically have the theory of what the mathematical instructions of the conversion, the things we are going to see now. You can see it, although this one is still very good. They should use it and do the exercise. So, in the portal I made this one that basically what it is the pressure of being. Wait 6 seconds and a conveyor that is a tape starts moving. Then at the same time this happens, what in the 6 seconds that would be here? They are subtracted with this one, which would be what is here, that is, this sub. What it means is that this one subtracts it. With this, IN1 is subtracted with IN2 and this comes out that will be saved in this mark that I put. MD100 to save that line, it is saved here, then that line is passed here and this is a division, that is, I divide this into a second so that instead of showing milliseconds, example 7,000 milliseconds, I divide it into 1,000 milliseconds, so it shows it as 7 seconds. Later, I made these timers, which are so that the red light flashes with which the conveyor has paid, which is the yellow light when it is about to start, and the green light when the conveyor running, so you can copy this exercise, you can copy it as is. You will also see a video above in this part, here below I will declare. To contribute, I'm going to declare what this program is and I'm going to show you as well how to make the connection, because they need this and this so that it can work and the connection well. It's obviously not right, this is how we see the drivers, after everything is properly installed. This has to match what they obviously put here, the conveyor 0.0 obviously. It's still going to be here and all that, so come on, I'll let you know when this account will start, but what happens is that sometimes it gets stuck with the factory. So what you have to do is here, I will minimize it for you. And there it will start walking, at the end of the 6 seconds it should start walking. Without hope that the 6 seconds are fulfilled here, what happens is that where I am recording, the connection between the factory and the contributed factory is a bit stuck. I'm going to try to close this dump, see if it works better. The 6 seconds end there and I'm going to start walking, to see what suddenly sticks with the recording. But the selector still cuts off, but it is all a problem with the connection of the factory with the TIA portal that is not very good, and this is what the operation in logic is for. He sees that he is being arrested. That's to make a countdown, what we did here to make a countdown. That is, after 6 seconds the process starts. Now that works, well. I will continue for many other things, but this is like the most practical example I could give you. I should put -second here, so that the connection reaches 6, because the connection is what? The more it is failing, it is not a factor. But as you see, it works. Here when it reaches a countdown, there is the yellow when it counts down. They start yellow and when it reaches 0 it turns green. What happens is what I told you. The connection basically I wanted to disconnect the selector. There it should be disconnected and now it should connect. There it connects but suddenly it stops. Disconnect due to connection problems. That's how it should be all the time. So that would be, you can copy this exercise, you see you can copy it. This image the connection with the factory will be in the video. Very good this. And if I wanted it would be, this to make a countdown, this is subtracted with this, gives this. Is expected at this mark, that's why I put it here, and that is divided into 1,000 seconds so that it occurs in 6,000 seconds, because it's 6, 5, 4, and then this is the same. For example, when date, you can give the red light and so on. So that would basically be module 7. Bye.